Welcome back to Houston Life. It's not uncommon to see a business donate to local charities, but Celebrate by Lisa Liu goes above and beyond. 100% of the store's profits go to children's charities.
Yeah, pretty incredible. But Celebrate is not just a decor and gift store. Owner Lisa Zook regularly hosts Mahjong parties. The centuries-old game has taken the world by storm in recent years. Lisa Liu jumped on the bandwagon. Lisa joins us now with Karen Edmonds, Director of Events at Celebrate by Lisa Liu. Ladies, welcome to the show, and we want to point out some of the ladies playing Mahjong over there. We're told they're experts. Melissa Garlington, Veronica Peckham, Shyla Bustos, Andrea Tellefson, welcome to the show, ladies. And let's talk about the store. Before we get into the Mahjong, Lisa, it's pretty rare for a store to donate 100% of the profits to charities. How did this all begin?
Well, I would say it's not only rare, I'm not sure I've ever heard of anyone that does that, because the reality is a business can't stay open if they're always giving their profits away. My husband and I have always had a mission of helping others, helping children, and we're at a stage in our life now that it's like, you know, we can do this. Lisa, you go do your mission. It's all about creating community where we live, and we said, you know what, we're giving those profits away.
Love it.
Yeah, that's amazing. And there's a picture of you and your husband right there. You look great.
My
you
sweetheart.
Look sharp. There you go. But let's talk about why Mahjong. How Mahjong? Karen, who was up to that? Who was behind bringing that game that isn't so, you know, it's not necessarily a normal game to play, but whose idea was it?
It came over in the 1920s. There was an executive with Standard Oil that brought over the Mahjong sets, and he changed the game a little bit from the original Chinese Mahjong and kind of billed it as this ancient Chinese game. And so it originally kind of took off in the 1920s. And in New York, it became very popular. And when people moved back from being overseas or being from New York, they kind of spread it across the United States. And then in the 1950s, there was another big interest in Mahjong. And then now today, it's just become a really popular game with all ages. A lot of grandparents teach it to their children and their grandchildren. We find that it's just a really great way for people to get together, then get together weekly or monthly with different groups and really build community with finding good friendships.
And it is a great game. I mean, a lot of communities have played this game for generations, but a lot of us at the same time are unfamiliar with it. The ladies, we were chatting during commercial break about how they play Mahjong, they go and they have other game nights, and it really is interesting how organizations are now using this game to raise money and to raise awareness for different causes. Was that sort of an unexpected byproduct of your efforts here?
I think we started with Mahjong. The store is all about creating community, as we mentioned. So, of course, we have the tablescapes and gift decor and come get your hostess gift from us. But our mission is creating community. Well, how do you do that? You've got to be present. You've got to come to the table. Our big mission is get everyone back to the table, kind of what you were talking about earlier. Lives will be healed, friendships will be healed if you'll just break bread with each other, sit across the table, and that is our ultimate goal. So in our little space that we have, we're starting out by bringing people in for all these events that we do. Well, Mahjong, and I believe, Karen, you're the one that brought that up. You said, you know what, this is something we need to do, because we do floral decorating, cake decorating, we've had a book signing, and we do all kinds of events in the store, which is very fun. But Mahjong, oh my word, we keep adding classes because we keep selling out. Yeah. We'll do private events. If people want to come with their friends, where they all kind of learn together. It's like, come get your group together. We will do that for you. Then y'all can go learn on your own a little bit more too. So it's been great.
Yeah. That was really my next question. How do you learn? What if you're new to it? What if someone says, okay, Mahjong, that sounds really cool, but what would be the first steps to getting a group or going to play?
I think the first step would be call us, let Karen put a group together for you, and we will create dates. Either if we have one, we can give it to you, or we'll create a special date for you. I was telling Derek earlier, I said, I've taken 1 or 2 classes. I am definitely a newbie at this. It reminded me of how people get together of the old bunco days. I said, but it's not bunco. You gotta think a little bit. You're not going to, on the first lesson, pick it up right away. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but not too much. It's great community. And then we do our classes like Karen has.
Yes, and you can also practice on the computer, which is something that we recommend after taking 1 class, so you get more comfortable.
What is the point, Karen? Like, there's all these different symbols I'm seeing. It almost looks like dominoes. Like, can you give us kind of a quick Cliff's Notes on it?
Yes, so there's 3 suits. It's BAMs, cracks, and dots. And within them, they have dragons that match, and then you have flowers that are separate, and then you have winds that are north, east, south, west.
Oh my goodness.
And then you have jokers. And so, as you can see in front of them, they have these cards. So once a year, the American Mahjong Society puts out a new card in April. And so it changes, and you have to match your tiles to a line on that card. And there's like over 2,000 variations of that card because it's not necessarily that you have to use a certain suit. You have a lot of variability in it.
And these ladies today are very quiet and well behaved, but I'm pretty sure wine is typically involved. Wine and conversation in a usual game that doesn't take place on live TV. Hey ladies, we're out of time, but I do want to point out that for 23 and 24, your charity of choice is the Children's Fund.
Correct.
And they have an incredible mission. Can you just quickly summarize that for us?
They are incredible. My husband and I were actually past presidents about 20 years ago, and the reason I chose them is they vet every one of their charities. 100% of their money goes to the different charities, and they choose different children's organizations every year, so it's not the same group every year. They usually support anywhere from 7 to 9 charities. You have to present, go through an 8-week process. It's very intense, and we just love their mission.
I think it's really cool. We got to get out to the store, Tessa.
Yes,
Well,
we
look
would
at
love
these stores. I wish we could go
it.
into the goodies a little bit more, but these are all sold within, and you have your Mahjong bags and your plates and your tablescapes
Absolutely.
and napkins and cups.
Where's
here.
the store?
It's on Woodway, 6543 Woodway in Voss.
Okay, we'll come pay a visit and we'll take a
Okay.
class with these ladies. I'll bring the red
Thank
wine.
you.
Maybe some white wine. We'll see. Lisa Zook, Karen Edmonds, and our friends playing Mahjong, thank you so much for stopping by Houston Life. Melissa, Veronica, Shyla, and Andrea. And by the way, if you are interested in learning how to play, Celebrate by Lisa Liu does have a special offer for Houston Life viewers. 15% off her beginner classes now through January. That code is Mahjong15. We have a link to her website on ours. Look for the Scene on Houston Life section of HoustonLife.tv. And remember, it's all for a great cause.
We love a code.
We do.
a
We love a
Houston Life
discount
viewer
code.
Yes.